Hey you guys, it's me Roxy coming at you with a new video, and today is the first of many Thursday tutorials on my channel. If you have been wanting to learn Counting Every Blessing by Rend Collective, stick around because today we'll be learning that. Before we get started with this video, if you would like to see more tutorials and covers by me, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to tap the notification bell. Make sure your ukulele is tuned to G, C, E, A. Now without further ado, let's get started. The chords you will need for this song are A, B minor, F sharp minor, D, and E. If you know how to play these chords already, just skip to this time lapse. If you don't know how to play these chords or some of these chords, I'm going to teach you how to play them right now. We're starting off with A. So in order to play A, you take your index finger, put it on the first fret of the third string, and you take your middle finger and put it on the second fret of the fourth string. Sounds like that. To play B minor, you're going to need to take your index finger and bar the first three strings of the second fret, then take your ring finger and put it on the fourth fret of the fourth string. To play F sharp minor, you're going to need to take your index finger, put it on the third string on the first fret, take your middle finger, put it on the fourth string of the second fret, and your ring finger goes on the second string of the second fret. To play D is take your index finger, put it on the fourth string of the second fret, your middle finger on the third string of the second fret, and your ring finger on the second string of the second fret. And lastly, we have E, which is probably the hardest out of all of them in my opinion. There are many ways to play E, but the way I play it and the way I'm going to show you is by taking your thumb and putting it over on the fourth string of the first fret, taking your index finger and putting it on the first string of the second fret, and taking your middle finger and putting it on the third string of the fourth fret. It's really hard at first, but once you got it, and you can play E all day long. So now that you know the chords to this song, let's start the song. The chords you're going to need for both the intro and the first verse are A, B minor, and F sharp minor. A little preview of that will be, I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was there, now I'm living forever. I will teach you the strumming pattern later in this video, but first let's work on the chord progression. So we're just going to do downstrokes, just one on the beat, every time we change, okay? That's it. So the intro goes like this. A, ooh, B minor, F sharp minor, ooh, ooh, ooh. A again, ooh, and then you want to go down twice on F sharp minor. Ooh. That's just the entire intro. Ooh. However he does it. And then now let's do the verse. I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was dead, now I'm living forever. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. Now for the last part of this verse, you're going to need A, E, and A again. So I've been blessed beyond all measure. So now it'll sound like this. Do it with me. I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was dead, now I'm living forever. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. I've been blessed beyond all measure. So now we're ready for the strum pattern. So I kind of do something like this. I was blind, So in order to do the strumming pattern, what I do is I go down, up, mute. So I put my hand in a fist and I use my thumb, go down and up. And then I use this to mute. So let's do it really slow. Let's do an A chord. Got it? And when I'm switching to chords, I go down, up again. So it's I was, then switch, switch again, and then I do the same thing when I'm going to the next line. So down, up, mute, down, up, mute. So just practice it really slowly, okay? I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was dead, now I'm living forever. And for the last line of the verse, it'll be I've been blessed, and then you go 2 down strums on beyond. Beyond all, so it's beyond all measure. I've been blessed beyond all measure. So let's take it from I have failed all the way to all measure. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. I've been blessed beyond all measure. Great, now you got the first verse. The second verse is exactly the same. I was lost, now I'm found by the Father. Now the chords you're going to need for the chorus are F sharp minor, E, D, and A. So a preview of what the chorus will sound like is this. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, surely every season you are good to me. So let's take it dead slow and do what we did in the verse and just do single down strums, just 1 down strum on every time we switch a chord, okay? So F sharp minor, we start. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, surely every season you are good to me. The strumming pattern is almost exactly the same as the verse. So you're going to go down, up, mute, I am, and then instead of going down, up again and switching chords, you're just going to automatically switch to that E chord. And the only time you're going to go down, up, in between switching chords is at the end of every line. So I'll give you an example. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. I really hope that made sense. So let's try it together. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. And then cannot, you're going to go down, can't on the D. Cannot, and then a C is open. Then you're going to do the same thing again. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, surely every season you are. And then good to, you're going to go down twice. Good to, and then go back to the A on me. Just keep practicing and you will get it, trust me. And then we have the O's, aka the instrumental part, going into the third verse. So for the O's, or the instrumental part, you're going to need the chords A, B minor, and F sharp minor. You can do this 1 or 2 ways. Oh, 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 oh. Or, oh, you are good to me. I'm going to show you the original way they did it and also the way I did it in my video, or at least I think the way I did it in my video. If you haven't seen that video, you should go totally watch it after watching this video by clicking the card. It's exactly the same thing you did in the verse. A, down, up, mute, and then B minor, down, up, mute, and then down, up, switching in between those chords, down, up, mute, down, up, mute, down, up, mute. So it'll sound like this. Oh, you are good to me. On good to me, you're gonna go down, up, mute 3 times, I believe. So, oh, you are good to me. I did that out of rhythm, but I was just trying to go slow for you guys so that you can get it. But hopefully you got that. Next, we have verse 3 and 4, which is exactly the same thing you did in verse 1 and 2. So hooray, you've learned like half of the song already. More than half, actually. So since you already learned that part, let's get into the bridge. So for the bridge, you're going to need the chords B minor, A, D, and E. A preview of what it should sound like is like this. Surely your goodness pursues me. Surely your heart is still for me. I will remember your mercies all my days, through every storm and gale. So the bridge is super simple. All you're gonna do is go down, 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 up, down. So you're just doing downs and ups, no muting, no extraness. So B minor, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So let's practice switching. Surely your goodness pursues me. Now be careful not to switch too late from the A to the E. The B minor to the A takes a little longer, so be careful with that. Listen how different it sounds from B minor to A, from A to E. And then we have D to E, all my days, which is exactly the same thing as it did before. And then you go back to D again, through every storm, and E. And then you go back into the chorus. And to add that little dramatic effect, we want to have like little open chords. I am counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. Then we have like this whole dramatic build up where we just put down strums on the E. You are good. I am counting every blessing. And then you go back into your regular strumming on how I taught you before. So hopefully you learned how to do this song. Let's start at the intro together, shall we? Open chord. Just one down strum, remember? So let's do it. Let's go into the verse. I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. I've been blessed beyond all measure. Let's go into the chorus. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. O's. Oh, 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 you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. Now let's go into the bridge. Surely your goodness pursues me. Surely your heart is still for me. I will remember your mercies all my days, through every storm and gale. And then we go into our dramatic build-up chorus. Let's do it together, shall we? I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to back into our O's and so on and so forth. Then you're going to end on A. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I worked really hard on this. So many things were happening because my camera kept shutting off, so I had to film this on my laptop, and oh my god, it was so crazy, but I'm so happy to have it out there already. If you would like to learn a certain song, just comment down below and I'll make a tutorial on it as best as I can. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a cover or a tutorial or a vlog by me. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and Jesus loves you more than I ever could. And don't ever forget it. Drink your smoothie and don't forget to stay groovy. Mwah. Bye you guys!